You're listening to the Midwest's Most Dangerous Podcast, Left of Center. That's Lock Pod, Season 18, Episode 14, coming to you live from the NECA IBEW Powering Indiana Lake County Studios.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm back.
You're back. You sound better.
You sound awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're awake.
Sound great, too.
But we weren't sick last
That's
Friday.
right.
Did I get you guys sick? Anybody?
No.
Anybody talk to Jill?
I haven't seen her since.
Yeah.
She's not here.
She could be
not
laying
here.
on the floor of her house, just
Yeah,
like
dude,
miserable
I would,
right now.
I would hope if she was sick as a dog, she would tell me, you got me
Yes,
sick.
she,
I mean,
she would have.
I think that's a natural thing. If somebody gets you sick, you're like,
You
asshole.
mother.
Right. I was sick.
Yeah, you were not in good shape.
I didn't know
you
if
were
it was
sweating.
Oh, I was sweating during the show.
That's
dude.
John. When someone's sweating, that never is a signal they can get you sick. Is
No,
it?
no,
that's
not at all.
Yeah.
I was
Dude,
like, man, I better not get sick. So.
that was a rough freaking. That just shows, by the way, how much I
Your
love this show.
dedication.
Oh my god, because I had two things I had to do Friday. So like you and I did pre-show Thursday, and I was like, Kevin, and then I got home and I was just a wreck.
Mm-hmm.
So I wake up Friday morning, I'm full blown sick, and I'm like, okay, I got two things on my calendar today. I got Lockpod, and I have a national interview with the cow guy. It was on like a financial markets show, scheduled for 12:30. So I was like, and I felt bad. I was like, dude, I'm not going to cancel Lockpod, because that's a big deal. I could do Lockpod. And then I was like, I got 6 minutes with the cow guy. I'm like, I could do both.
Was
these
it
things.
in studio?
No, it was
Remote.
Zoom.
Oh,
right.
that was good. So you
Right.
couldn't like get them all sick.
No,
At least.
no. So I did obviously Lockpod, and I thought, by the way, it was a really good show.
Yeah, I mean,
was a
we
great
always
show.
bring it.
I thought it was really good. And,
Yeah.
and then I
the underwear. We talked about the underwear.
Yeah, we should ask Corinne about that for an independent woman opinion on.
How she
Could you
liked
pull-
that episode.
Yeah, I'll pull that up for
Yeah,
Corinne.
we had to pull that shot up. I want to see how
I'm
she
sure
feels
she
about
can't
it.
wait
Right.
to talk about
Well,
it.
Right, yeah. And then
She's probably like, why do I do this on Tuesdays?
she's asked herself more than once for sure. But I fell asleep so I get home after the show. I was and I lay on the ground in my bedroom. And I got a blanket. I'm laying on the floor. I slept for 2.5 hours like that.
Wow.
And then I woke up, did the cow guy 6 minutes. That was freaking horrible, I thought, because I was sick. And then I went back to bed. I was just gone.
You
all
didn't
day
sound
Friday.
good. I think I talked to you late Friday, and I was like, dude, you sound like crap. Stuffed up a little bit, but
I was destroyed. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was food poisoning or if it was sick.
I'm going with sick. It didn't
I
seem
think
like
so,
food
too.
poisoning.
I don't know,
I know
man.
you suspected that a little bit, but
Well, I had sushi the day before.
yeah,
you
but
know, you know
usually
that
hits
is.
you. Yeah, sushi you can go bad, but I mean, I
It
don't
was
know.
at
I
a
think
good
it hits
place.
you. I think it hits you, and you've been throwing up and stuff. I think.
No, I didn't throw up, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said you would have been if you had
Yeah.
food poisoning.
Don't be
generally.
defaming me in
I
public,
didn't-
saying I'm throwing up.
You know what I think it was?
Is that defamation?
Yeah,
You
it's
threw.
defamation.
You
It's
threw up.
It's untruth. It's an
You threw
intentional-
up.
It's an intentional untruth. It's defamatory.
Where are the damages?
I have damages.
You do
Per
over
se.
me saying you
Per se.
throwing up is a crime.
Our
Yes.
next lawsuit is Tom Sue's Lockpot.
Dude, our fucking insurance will drop us for sure.
Yeah, we're like these guys are nuts.
Fucking, it's like Jerry Springer's show. Jerry Springer
Ronnie
show.
Preston was like, guys, I can't even sponsor
I'm not
anymore.
even gonna be
We're
a
done. We're
sponsor.
out.
Hey, Jay Vez used Ronnie Prestimer this week. Huh?
Yeah, thank you, Prestimer.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm making it a point. By the way, I have the branding room floor. I have a proposal in my inbox that I have to go over with my campaign manager. So
Nice. And I
Yeah.
need to call the bug guys. So there you go. Do we
Yeah.
have to do ads anymore today? Or we
yeah,
just
right.
do 'em?
You guys are
don't
done.
think
By the way, we have
And I'm
big
going
show.
to Byway for lunch.
We have a big show today.
Yeah, we have a great show today.
We have Corinne in the second segment.
It is
Looking
Tuesday.
forward to Straight Talk, and then after Corinne, we have Randy Palmateer.
I'm excited to get Randy in here. Obviously,
First time ever.
yeah, a friend of ours forever, long time. And
For those of you that don't know Randy, he's the head of the Northwest Indiana Building and Construction Trades Council. He's
yes,
basically it's for those of you that aren't, he was an electrician growing up through the union, and he got elected by all the union members to represent them, and
it's
sort
like
of
a
political.
consolidated. It's like a consolidated
multiple unions.
umbrella organization of the building trades.
And Randy represents the entire building trades, and it's sort of like a political figure, meaning he goes down to the State House, does a lot of stuff down there, is very active politically, locally.
Does a lot of the governmental affairs stuff in the state house.
And so you're sitting there, if you don't know Randy, you're like, who cares? Right? That sounds boring. No, you just don't know Randy. Randy's a trip.
Yeah, they're
It's like, so I would put him on the same plane as
like
like
the
a
4-8 zone.
I was going to say the same thing. 4-8.
Yeah.
It's like 4-8 in a different direction.
Yeah.
Like 4-8's like a doctor, he goes off that direction. Randy's a union guy, goes off that direction. But they're very much like
And
the
try
same.
to and get them together and look out. And
Oh,
you've been
no,
together
that
with
does not
them.
happen. No, when we get them together, it's a shit show. I would never do that on this show. There would be no show.
not on this show. I'm
There
saying
would be
like,
no show.
in general.
Oh,
like,
yeah, we went to dead shows together,
Oh.
which was a shit show.
Yeah.
Right, but we're not going to talk about that. I told Randy we're going to focus on positive stuff. He's very nervous. So,
All right.
So we got to be nice to him.
Get the comments rolling.
This
Get
is his
chat
first show.
moving.
He's like, this is his first. He finally trusts us enough. We did 500 fucking episodes, and he finally trusts
He's
us
finally
enough.
coming on.
Right, so
We'll
we
be on
got
our best behavior.
so we got Randy Palmateer in the third segment. So we got Corinne second, Randy third. This is a great show, and us in the first.
Yes.
Like, what more can you ask for?
It's already rolling.
Right. So, by the way,
Tom's already threatened to sue Lockpod.
so you know what my favorite part of the whole Friday story was?
When
I
you were
wasn't
down for the count.
I was down for the count, but so Megan, for those of you that aren't aware, Megan Flores is my city controller. She's great. She's one of my top employees. I've been with Megan since she was a little girl. She actually started in my office and grew up
Yes.
basically in our administration. Now she's city controller. She's
Which is
excellent.
like the CFO of the city.
Yeah, Megan's one of the top people in my administration. So she's pregnant, which is a great story.
With her first baby.
They worked real hard to get pregnant.
Yes, her and Nick. Her and her husband, Nick.
Yeah. And so
Who's a laborer, by the way.
yeah, so I wasn't aware of that. I knew he was in the unions. I wasn't sure.
I think laborer.
All right.
Sorry if
Don't be
screwed
defaming
that
him.
up. Here I go again. Sorry,
two times,
Megan.
2 times.
If I messed that up.
So Megan's, we threw a surprise birthday shower for her at work on Friday. Okay, and this is great. You were there, right, John?
I actually didn't make it.
I was there.
Unfortunately.
You didn't? I didn't
No,
either.
I couldn't make it.
I was
Yeah.
sick. What was your excuse? Megan's listening.
Hello, Megan.
Dude, work is overwhelming right
Oh
now.
yeah.
I was there.
Thanks, Kevin,
Mhm.
for representing Lockpod.
I was there, yes.
John's like, fuck you, man.
This is a great story, though.
No.
This is a great story.
It is a great story. So we have to figure out, because Megan is a hard worker, and she's not just going to go to the Sportsplex randomly.
Willy-nilly for
Right.
some, like,
hey, Megan, we
gotta
need
talk
you
about
at
a
the
volleyball
Sportsplex.
tournament.
Right. She'd be
Right.
like, dude, I got too many things to
Yep.
do, right? So we had to figure out how we're going to get Megan from City Hall to the Sportsplex so she walks in for her surprise party. Right, Kevin?
Yes, she does. Yes.
What were we going to say?
No, I didn't want to ruin the...
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we figure out the perfect way to
Probably
do
about 50 people. There's 60 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a nicely attended, very nice. It's all decorated, the community room. Christy from your staff and Jill and from, Jill from here and from the Sportsplex, they all did a great job. It looked great.
So what we did to tell Megan that we needed her at the Sportsplex, they called her and said, Megan, there's $250,000 missing, and we don't know where it went. And, the cops are here, and we need you to get over here, like, right away.
And her, like, second in command, Tanisha, was in on the joke, which was great.
So Tanisha and Megan, like, scrambled out of City Hall, got to the car, drove quickly to the Sportsplex, and from what I understand, I was sick. Megan walks out of the car, and she was...
Yeah, you could. So we're
walking in.
watching her there because obviously the community room's in the front of the building. You can kind of see out to the parking lot, and you could see her walking with her bag, just like with purpose. Was not like you could tell when she's like pissed, and
Yeah.
she looked pissed, and she was just walking straight ahead. Kim Roberts, who's the head of the Sportsplex, general manager of the Sportsplex, was like, "Why do I have to do this?" So she was like walking out there to greet her, like to try to explain where the $250,000 was. But the good thing was she came in and she started crying because she was so excited. So
it
was great. We did talk about asking Jim Talon, who's the head of the Parks Department. We were trying to see if he would have one of the cops put him in cuffs and have him walking out of the Sportsplex as Megan was walking. We thought we'd really make it look bad.
That's
for
hilarious.
Jim. Yes. Sorry, Jimmy.
So anyway, that was a great story. Congratulations to Megan.
Yes,
I'm super happy.
It was
for
a
you.
really nice shower. A lot of gifts.
Sorry, I missed, and Vez missed too.
And
So,
you wouldn't want.
I don't know
You
why
wouldn't want
Vez
the mayor there. He was sick.
I was no. I'm not sure why Vez wasn't there, but I was sick.
No,
Megan,
something
so-
came up with work. Yeah, I wish I
right.
could have been.
I
there.
don't remember you being that busy. It's funny. So.
I was extremely busy, but I made sure I made it.
Hey, Kevin, you're never busy. I need to address someone in chat, if that's okay.
Oh yes, please.
Stacy from Barton's. I promise.
yeah.
I promise.
my.
She's
We're on
in
that.
chat again today.
We're on that.
It.
We're on
on
that.
it.
We're on that, Stacy.
So Stacy, the
It's
blame
Steve's fault.
squarely belongs to Steve because he obviously doesn't listen to our show
Our
much.
business manager.
Yeah.
And but he's on it, and we gave him screenshots of the message he sent us. So thank
Do you think like the the person that managed the Beatles never listened to the Beatles.
Why do I sense that being
he's
rhetorical?
like, man, I really love that "Can't Buy Me Love." He's like, yeah, I never heard that song.
Yeah, no. I just they're having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun traveling around with them.
And you know what's great about talking shit about Steve right now? He's not going to retort in chat.
No,
he's not listening. Yeah. But Stacy said that Barton's is willing to open at 7 a.m. to make us a pizza for the show.
That's
a
good
done deal.
Lord.
That's all you needed to say, Stacy. Thank
it.
you. I love Barton's. We have a new sponsor apparently, so we just
Barton's is like, it's funny. Tom and I share the fact that Barton's is our go-to pizza.
Oh, yeah.
So this is really exciting for me.
Hey guys, I got a really good clip of Diego Morales melting down, and you don't. This is a guy he's a usually pretty good speaker, and he's at an event in Bartholomew County, and so he's campaigning right now for Secretary of State. It's this weekend.
It's the 20th. So it's this Saturday. It's this Saturday, and there's some background on this I found online, Tom. If I could bring up a couple things here.
Sure.
So recently, ever since and we've reported on this, right? That like Rokita and Banks have withdrawn their support. They got behind this guy. I think his name is Max Engling, who is a staffer for Senator Banks, and Morales' campaign has become increasingly unhinged. He has accused those who criticize him for hiring a non-citizen, singling out State Treasurer Dan Elliott of prejudice. He also, his campaign communications director, Blair Engelhardt, resigned weeks ago. Also, his campaign manager and advisor also left the campaign.
No bueno.
That's usually not a good thing. And
like right before the election.
Yeah. And
hey, we're out.
He's got this.
Good luck next week.
He's got this consultant from New York that like threw out this like really aggressive tweet to all the delegates about one of his competitors, and then this happens, and this is what Tom's talking about. So Tom, go ahead.
So basically, this is Morales is up there giving a speech, and he's responding to a criticism from the audience about him using his campaign funds to fly to India. Okay, and this was a big deal when it happened, and Morales just melts down on the guy. Basically says, "You don't donate to me, so go fuck yourself." Basically,
and he goes like crazy. This is really
let's just watch it.
interesting.
It's self-explanatory.
I am the chief election officer, and I'm the guy who enforces and runs our elections in the office. Period. Let me be that clear. And by the way, I raise that money. And by the way, when any of you will donate to me, I give you an example. People say, who paid for your trip to India? I did. When any of you will pay for that, and then you can bring that up. If not, next time, you will bring that, then give me the check first. I didn't bring up India. But I did raise the money. In 2022, I did. Okay. And let me be that clear. When you donate to me, and then you can talk. Otherwise, you just lie right there. And secondly, I run the elections in the Secretary of State's office, period. And then you know what? I went to hire Dustin Renner, who works in the Bartholomew County office, to help me because he worked in the county clerk's office in Bartholomew County. Let me be that clear. You see, we need to set the record straight because these people, they're trying to throw things to make me look bad. No one is going to walk over me again, ever again. I'm going to fight.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Give that guy the nuclear code.
Yeah. How do we ever
hard.
elect that man in the first place?
I'm gonna fight.
I mean,
was hard to watch, dude.
This is, first of all, he says, I'm going to be clear. And I'm thinking, he said it like 3 times, like, you have not been clear at all. And then he says, like, then he brought up this India thing. And, like, from what I read of the accounts, India wasn't even in the question. And the guy who asked the question was like, hey, I didn't even bring up India. He's like, well, I'm going to. And then he says, when you donate to me, when you give me money, then you can talk.
Right.
Oh, is that how America works?
Well, yeah.
Sounds
because
perfect.
he's like, I mean, I see what he's trying to say. He's saying I spent it out of my campaign, but like he didn't say it very clearly.
Not at all. And he kept saying, let me be clear. Well, you're not being clear.
And I don't know how much of that is because of a language barrier.
Whatever.
I feel like there's definitely a little language barrier going on because he's not being that clear.
No, he's not
it's
being
like,
clear
dude,
at all.
You're getting questioned. You're not being clear, and you're saying, let me be clear.
And I mean, not to be rude about the language barrier, but this is our head elections officer, and it's important to be clear.
Yeah.
You can't even get on that stage in Bartholomew
in front of
County
your
and
allies,
be clear.
in front of Republican convention delegates, by
Yeah.
the way.
That was a total crash out, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was a crash
That
out.
didn't look good.
I don't know.
Bartholomew County is a pretty nice area for him, too.
Very nice.
He's in trouble, man.
And then there was like
yeah, like,
people didn't know what to do.
one dude.
The guy filming it's laughing his ass
yes,
off.
the guy filming it's laughing.
Yeah.
I felt
like,
bad
oh,
watching
man.
that, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, he
it's
should have took that job.
He should have taken the
shoulda
job.
Took that job,
If
man.
that's a true story, he should have taken that job.
Like, and ran away.
All right, listen. You want to see the difference between being a U.S. senator and being a lowly mayor? This is about the Bears.
Wait, Tom. Did you want to play the other
that's
clip?
all right.
No,
yeah,
it's okay.
That's all right. No.
All right.
Yeah. Plus, I know Corinne's
We're
gonna
short
be-
on time.
Yeah, Corinne's going to be coming in
Oh,
a few
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
So, basically, this is a perfect story for you if you want to see the difference between a U.S. senator and a lowly mayor, okay? Senator Jim Banks, who I respect and is helping a lot, okay? Senator Jim Banks, Senator Todd Young, Congressman Mervan, along with the governor and his team and my team have been working seamlessly to get to where we are with the Bears right now. And, we're getting close to being able, we're getting close. So, and we've been all on the same page, all of us, right, Kevin? The public comments.
We've been very careful and tried to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Like a united front.
Yeah, I think so.
Like if
Because-
you ask me a question about the Illinois legislature, I'm probably going to give you an answer about Indiana. That's talking about Indiana's great business climate, and I want to thank the governor. And it's been all like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is.
Consistent.
But, well,
also
consistent
not-
for sure, but
and-
like not
and not
provoking.
antagonistic.
Right. I don't want
Oh.
to, in sports, you just get done. Let's say you're in a 5-game series and you just get done and you beat this team in the first game. And then they're like, what'd you think about that team? And Tom and I'm like, yeah, they suck, man. That team sucks. Right. You don't say stuff like that because then the other coach takes my comments and puts it on the wall. And he's like, this is how the
locker
other
room
team
wall.
thinks of us. You don't want to be locker room material. That's what I'm looking for.
There you
okay.
go.
Right. So we've been very careful about not being billboard material, so to speak, right?
Yeah, even though there's been some kind of like volleys this way, like about Hammond, about
Oh, yeah. No, they're
right.
beating the shit out of us.
Yeah.
But you don't find us saying they're dysfunctional. You don't find us saying, JB can't get it together. We don't want to say stuff like that because even though it may be true, we're just not saying that stuff because we're focusing on Indiana. We're focusing on what a great fan experience is going to be. We're focusing on how much the Bears are going to save by moving here.
Yeah, I think the only thing, I think probably the one thing we have said is just that, like, factually, the Illinois legislature didn't get anything done. They didn't-
Factually.
Right. Yeah, factually.
But we're
which
not
is
like
true.
talking crap about them.
No.
It's just factual.
Trying not to.
So I was a little shocked the other and I've been talked to by bigwigs in the state saying, Mayor Tom, we need you to stay online, right? We need you to focus on talking points,
Let's
so
get
to
this
speak.
stadium done.
Once we bring this thing home and it's 100% going to be in Hammond, Indiana, you could spike the ball, and I'm sure at that point there's going to be a lot of people that say a lot of things, okay? But right now we've all been pretty locked in
Yeah.
until a couple days ago when senators can say what the hell a senator wants to say.
They
You're
are-
a U.S. senator. You represent a whole state. You're bigger than the
Yeah,
mayor for
you're
sure. Yeah, I mean,
powerful.
governor, and this is, I think, between governor and senator. These two are going to have to get together if there's going to be some talking. But so Senator Jim Banks the other day was really nice, by the way. He mentioned me on the floor of the Senate the other day, and I appreciate
Whoa.
that. Mentioned a lot of people, Todd Houston, governor, but John, could you play this clip?
You want me to play the TikTok one or this one?
No,
of you?
play the second one. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
There you go.
Mayor Tom McDermott
Yeah.
is actually
Whoa.
a Democrat,
actually-
mayor of
actually.
Hammond, Indiana. Shows the bipartisan nature of the leadership in my state that made this historic announcement possible. Mayor Tom McDermott, the mayor of Hammond, said the Chicago Bears chose Hammond, Indiana because they see what I have said for years. Hammond is a successful city of opportunity and possibility, an excellent choice for such a significant investment.
Damn.
The city
What a
of
good
Hammond
quote.
and the entirety of Northwest Indiana will benefit from this transformative investment. I am proud to have partnered with our state leaders to secure this win. I'm grateful to Governor Mike Braun, Speaker Todd Houston, Senator Ryan Mishler, and our local legislators who pushed this deal over the goal line.
Nice.
Mr.
job.
President, I wanna-
Hold
I wanna-
on.
So,
Wow.
like, perfect, right?
That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Senator
on
Banks.
on the floor of the
Thank
Senate.
you, Senator Banks. I appreciate you. That's very
nice of him.
I'm losing Democratic credibility when you do that, but all my Democratic friends are throwing eggs at me, but I appreciate you, Senator
Kind of
Banks.
cool. I mean, I don't care who says it, right? I mean, you're on the Senate floor.
I'm not sure if I've ever been mentioned on a U.S. Senate floor before, so I appreciate you, Senator Banks. That's nice of you. However, like, now push play, this is where he starts going off rails, in my opinion, but, that's between the governor and him to talk it out, so.
I want to compare this a little bit. I mean, you heard from the Republican governor, the Republican Speaker of the House, the Democrat. Those are quotes from the Democrat mayor of Hammond, and the other two. By the way, the Illinois legislature, before they left their state capital last week, completely fumbled an opportunity to provide some kind of package to keep the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Their pattern of failed leadership was on full display as they left their state house last.
So
keep going.
But he started factually, but
Yeah,
not
no.
hearing it.
You're like, Senator.
He's like, I'm on a roll now.
But he gets worse. Keeps
Well,
going.
it stops here in my.
Oh,
note
does it?
at
Holy
126,
cow.
Yeah.
So Senator Bankston went off on JB, went off on the Illinois legislature, talked about how great it is. I mean, I was like, oh, shit, as soon as he said that.
I think it's like one of those things, like you said, it's like just,
this
here,
one?
yeah, this is it.
It's in this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Legislature, before they left their state capital last week, completely fumbled an opportunity to provide some kind of package to keep the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Their pattern of failed leadership was on full display as they left their state house last week, and it was after that the Chicago Bears organization, leadership, ownership, made this historic investment. As you can imagine, a lot of embarrassment for the leaders in Illinois with this big announcement. In fact, Governor J.B. Pritzker, this is what his office had to say, the opposite of what the Indiana leaders had to say. This is what Governor Pritzker and his office had to say last week after this announcement was made. According to Governor Pritzker's office, the Bears have built a storied legacy in Illinois for over 100 years, but have spent the last 6 years, and especially the last few months, shifting their position on a stadium location that has hindered their progress. Mr. President, he's blaming the Chicago Bears for his own lack of leadership. I mean, this is embarrassing for a guy who fancies himself as a potential presidential candidate in 2028, and his biggest legacy for J.B. Pritzker is that he lost the Chicago Bears to Indiana. I mean, how?
Wow.
Dude.
So,
Whoa!
I think you're right.
I don't think that was part of the talking points.
Probably not, but I think you said it earlier. I think it's kind of like one of those things. Like it's like a couple levels above us,
For sure.
Like it's-
I
so
mean,
it's
no,
like
you
this,
can't
like-
tell a U.S. senator what to say.
and
Right?
I'm just saying, like it seems to be like they're definitely taking aim at Pritzker's attempts to become president, and they're gonna try to sully him a bit.
I know, man.
Yeah, which hey, it's politics at a higher level.
I know, man. We're trying to close a deal here locally.
You don't want to poke the bear.
Right? This is the kind of stuff
Yeah,
that
that's
ends
a
up
bad
on,
pun,
on the
but-
billboards of,
in the locker room.
in the locker room walls. This is the kind of thing that
Of the Illinois legislature.
I was specifically told to avoid this kind of talk, and I haven't. I'm focusing on the fan experience. I'm focusing on Indiana's strong economy and the business climate. Governor's statement, you could build a lot more stadium in Indiana than they can in Illinois for the same amount of money. This is the
speed
kind
of business.
The speed we move at the speed of business here, right? I saw that speech. God bless the senator, man. And once you become a U.S. senator, people can't tell you what to and what not to say. We're over here trying to close a deal, but I'm not sure that helps
we're just
too much.
here.
I think that's a better speech a month from now when this thing's over. It's a much better speech in a month than it is right now, man. I don't think that helps too much.
Well, we'll see what
God bless the senator.
It's nice of him to talk about Hammond and you on the floor.
It was super nice. And by the way,
cool.
he's going to he plays a key role in this. Senator Banks, Senator Young, key roles that these two play, and Congressman Mervan, key roles. So, we need them, and God bless them, I just hope that those words don't fire up Illinois, because that's been what we're trying to avoid, is firing up Governor Pritzker, firing up the Republicans and Democrats over there to work together. I don't know if that's possible, but that's what I'm trying not to do, is end up on the billboards.
Just keep our fingers crossed and keep pushing along.
Yeah.
Let's do some ads, and we're going to come back with Straight Talk, because I know Corinne's probably getting ready to. She's probably ready. Wow, she's probably been waiting.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and get some
moving.
ads. All right, start off with Powering Indiana Lake County. Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Powering Indiana Lake County, County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Powering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and outdoor patio, serving its award-winning craft beer, chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offer a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their amazing food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site, just off of 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Let them show you that customer service is their top priority. Check out more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store. Enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia. De todo corazón.
219 Development and Bauer Construction, a longtime friend of the show and premier studio sponsor. This powerhouse duo represents two outstanding companies deeply invested in building and supporting our hometowns. 219 Development and Bauer Construction. These aren't just builders, they're community partners. If you want to build something meaningful in the region or wherever your vision takes you, start with 219 Development and Bauer Construction. Contact them at 219-268-8484.
MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com. For tailored assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511. Thanks to our sponsors.
And include our studio sponsor, Power in Indiana, Lake County.
Hey, Corinne, how's it going?
Hey, Corinne. No, you're on mute. Something's happening with the audio. John.
No, because I'm muted.
There you are.
There you go. That makes sense.
All right, it's not us. Thank goodness.
Wow, Kevin.
No, because I'm always listening
I wasn't about
to
to blame
show.
Corinne.
I'm always listening to the show as I come in, and I got to make sure that I'm muted. Okay.
Hey, could I ask you a woman's point of view about something, Corinne?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Did you see the underwear we had on episode Friday? The new men's style underwear that are coming out? Could we show you a picture? And I want to get your
I did
opinion.
not see. I was out of town, so no.
Close your
I
eyes.
Okay, you
Hold
got to
on,
see
hold
this.
on. I'm just
Okay.
gonna Corinne, I'm
your-
gonna put the link in our chat. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I want your opinion because I was thinking about switching underwear styles. So
I think there's a 50-50 chance Corinne just disconnects right now. Personally, when you click that chat,
they're
link.
like it's like a G-string for men.
I don't know. Also known as a banana hammock. Seamless is what they're
Yeah.
called.
No,
I don't know. It's
Aren't you glad you weren't on the show Friday?
yes, she is very close.
so this is new.
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
new to Tom's algorithm.
I get underwear a lot on my algorithm. Male underwear. Yeah.
Okay. It says it removes heat and friction under pressure.
See, I have a lot of pressure below the belt, so
Do you?
like that's why it appealed to me. Yeah, it's like lots
my
of pressure.
God.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like the opposite of what men are told to wear. Like this
Okay,
isn't
I agree
good.
with you. I'm not
We're with
getting it.
you.
I'm not getting it.
Thank you, Corinne,
Thanks,
for
Corinne.
setting Tom straight.
I
Thank
ordered
you.
a couple pairs.
Yeah, let us know. Could you take a picture,
Which
John?
which version?
Damn it. Yeah, you should have consulted me first. I mean,
Yes.
this is not that doesn't look comfortable at
Yeah,
all.
I agree.
Thanks. All right, I'm out.
That doesn't look comfy.
That was good.
And
That was
who
good.
gives a shit? Be comfortable.
I am very
under your
comfortable. I don't know why I'm always searching for the next style of
I
underwear.
mean, just stick with Commando like you've done for,
Be comfortable under your pants. That's the title.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Thanks.
I
With
mean,
Randy Bowman.
we've come a long way. Like we went from like buttons and like underwear being tied, like just tied pieces of cotton, to now we have elastic. I think we can
Yes.
just be done
Yeah.
innovating. We don't
Yeah.
need anything else.
So you guys,
Yeah.
women's underwear is always evolving. You know,
I have
it went from granny
Is it?
panties. Now they're a
Oh,
lot smoother and what's they're smoother and there's no lines.
Smoother.
Guys still have lines. It's not fair.
we're gonna get off this topic.
And here's the thing about lines. I'll just say this: don't care.
I agree, right?
I don't understand why this is like why we are supposed to pretend that we're not wearing underwear or
Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
I think it's the French.
It's because men men want to think that we're not wearing underwear. So
That's exactly it. Yeah.
We have to not have lines so we can create the illusion
That's right.
that we're not wearing underwear. And it's like,
Wow.
I like lines.
This is interesting.
I love getting Corinne into the
I know,
into the
this
gutter
is
with
very
us. It's like
interesting.
Corinne's got this like you know
And
really
then,
an intellectual
I will
topic.
say, yeah. And then we put all of this shit on under our clothes to make it appear like we are not wearing anything under our clothes. And it sucks us in. It makes it hard to breathe and hard to talk. And then we're raging bitches. And everyone's like, why are you in such a bad mood? And it's
How do
like,
you think
well,
we feel?
baby.
We got all kinds of
This
junk
is
in
all
there. We're
making
trying to stuff
sense.
in there. I know.
This is all making sense
So,
now.
see, we got it all
just-
figured out.
Thank you,
It
Corinne.
all comes full circle. Yeah. So don't play into the game, Tom.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm sticking with my cotton
They're
briefs.
trying to bring you into
My
the
whitey
women's
tighties.
no line underwear
Tighty.
game, and it's not. No.
Cool.
It's just it's a hole. It'll suck you in.
See, you have this super intellectual topic, and we got you into the
Tom
underwear
brings you
topic
right
first.
down.
That's right. I was like,
wonder
I want to see what Corinne thinks about this.
I wonder how women feel though. Do they want the illusion
We
that
just talked
men
to
are
Corinne.
that men are not wearing underwear? Yeah, I'm asking Corinne. I'm
don't
asking
give a
Chad.
shit.
I don't
I
think
agree
they
with
care.
you,
I was going to
Corinne.
say they don't care.
I think it's disgusting
No.
if guys aren't wearing underwear.
Yes.
Nasty beans.
Yes.
we are.
It's we don't give a shit, and I'm sure there are some women out there who would say, "Look, we've been suffering for a very long time. It's time for you all to suffer." But I don't play that game because
I'm
I
suffering
Where
right
they
now.
these
I'm
seamless.
suffering right now.
Yeah, I don't want
With your
anybody to
thong?
have to
No,
be
I got the
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Corinne, in like a few seasons ago, I think the reason I'm on the algorithm underwear is I actually ordered a bunch of underwear, and I didn't realize they were Chinese underwear. They look really good, and then I get them. I ordered my normal size, and I am like humongous in China. We found out during that episode.
And we don't know
Same.
for a fact.
I'm much
but-
bigger than the average Chinese person. I guess.
So yes, that was the belief.
Tom, you will forever. There will never be another person I know that has ordered underwear from TikTok.
Yeah, I'm never doing it again.
Those are the early days of TikTok.
But look
All
at
right.
him. He was a pioneer and he's learned, and he's here to share his misfortunes so
Thank
we
you.
don't befall the same fate.
It's
We
been a great. It's
appreciate
been a
that
great
time.
bit.
It's been a good run.
It has been.
All right, we
That's
knocked you
why
off
you're the
track.
mayor. You're
We
a
knocked you
leader.
off track, Corinne. Sorry about knocking you off track.
That's all right. Do you guys want to talk about international peace relations?
Let's do it.
Sure.
I know.
I heard there was a war that maybe ended.
No, it's interesting. With I looked over Corinne's notes, and the interesting thing is, so this is something I heard recently. I saw a post last night that said almost the same thing about the peace deal reached between Iran and United States.
So tell us, what is the news?
In the
of-
war/not war.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That and let's all remember, because I looked back through all of our notes to see the last time we really dug into this. The last time you guys talked about it was the beginning of May. I don't think I've talked about it since March. So,
Okay.
and it's been going on a while, right?
Yeah,
Remember the war
yeah.
that Trump said we're going to wrap this up in a couple
Right.
of weeks? Well, here we are. It's 4 months later. This war/not war, to refresh everyone's memory, was fought to cease Iran's nuclear development / overthrow the regime / empower the people of Iran. Okay.
Right.
0
Right.
of those goals have been accomplished. Okay. All we did is we killed like an 80-year-old guy
Right.
who would have been killed by a clap of thunder. We made him he was already dying of cancer. We made him a martyr. He didn't want a nuclear Iran. Okay. He was all in with the JCPOA. He
Right.
didn't want the nuclear Iran. His son now super pissed off at us because not only did we kill his
Shocking.
dad, we killed a whole bunch of his other family members and a whole bunch of the other top members of the regime. Regime completely intact still. They are just now younger
And more
and
radical.
They are
Yep.
more pissed at the United States.
And this is the first time they've ever shut the Strait of Hormuz for any length of time, right?
Yep.
And it's been
and
shut
look
down.
how successful they have been.
It was
Right,
It
and
was
that's
wide
something-
open before the war.
That's right. It was something that they were always threatening to do.
Right.
Iran always threatened to do, but they never actually did. So Trump
Yep.
actually got them to
And it showed that
Do
they
it.
could.
right.
Like
Well,
this
and
supposed
they-
faulty
and the effect
regime.
on the economy worldwide is just massive. You know.
Yep. And Trump is now in France facing at the G7, facing all of those world leaders that he did not consult before he entered into this war, that he did not consult before he tore up the JCPOA, that he then criticized and threw under the bus for not helping him in the war that he started without even talking to them. And he has ruined many of their economies. So a lot of people were talking about the timing of striking this deal. You know, it's like, oh, it's the middle of June, the midterms are coming up, he's got to do it. And I was like, no, it's because he has to go look at them this week. And he wants to have something to say, look, I did it, guys. I'm so sorry, I did it.
I reopened the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah. I fixed the problem that I caused, and I'm going to call it a victory. Because that's really what is happening here.
I thought his tweet was, or whatever they call it on True Social, he said something like, I hereby give the full authority to open the Strait of Hormuz. And I was like, wait a minute, what?
He's such a jagoff.
Like, what did you, they have it closed. What did you do?
I know, right?
Yeah.
It was open before this all started, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like it was closed because of you, asshole.
Correct.
And throughout this entire process, after the strait was closed, there were so many retired military, retired intelligence officials who were like, look, we were running this war game in the 70s. And we knew this is what they were going to do. We were running this war game in the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. Everybody and their effing mama knew Iran's only power is economic. It is closing the strait. And that was predictable for decades. And so this was the post, the truthy or whatever the hell we're going to call it, that Trump put up on Sunday night after this beautiful deal was struck, okay? Because Senator Reid from Rhode Island said that this deal is not as good as Obama's JCPOA. And I want to remember, I just want to remove Obama from it, because obviously Obama is being thrown around as just a symbol of, look what MAGA doesn't like. They don't like Obama. So let's just keep calling it Obama's deal. This was the UK, the US, Iran, Russia, Germany, France, China, and the entire European Union. Okay, this was not Obama's deal. This was many different countries, many different leaders, including Iran, all coming together and making this deal. At least under that deal, we knew where Iran's uranium was being worked on, where it was being stored.
Inspections and all that.
Yes, we no longer know that. So this deal, this quote unquote deal, JD Vance, I thought was really funny. He let it out of the bag, that it's a page and a half long. It is just a memo of understanding. JD Vance said that on national television. It's a page and a half long. Nobody
An
has
MOU,
seen it.
those are worth a lot.
Yeah, they are. That's like, I just think of the IOU from Dumb and Dumber. He's like, this is good as money. You better hang on to that. It's a page and a half long. It is just an MOU. The only thing the MOU says, according to people who are either Vance just running his mouth or speaking off the record, it really only involves the Strait of Hormuz, and it involves a 60-day window to negotiate the nuclear program and how Iran is. So 60 days, and Trump is I was just reading an article as he is speaking to world leaders in France, saying, oh, it's going to take us a week. This is going to be super easy.
He's been saying shit
Everything's
like
2 weeks for him.
Yeah. And negotiating Iran's nuclear capabilities is something he claims is going to be very easy.
And the thing is, Iran knows how weak he is right now and how he's facing a blue wave in November. So why is Iran giving in now? I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to. Remember Iran when they took our hostages? They waited until after the presidential election before they did anything.
And then Reagan was president. They let them all out.
Right. They know what American politics.
Yep. And that is, and so again, we're always in this weird, which, Donald Trump has put us into this really weird space where so many people are inclined to believe the narrative coming out of Iran about what is happening, which is also very dangerous because in all of this, which continues to get lost in the conversation, are the people of Iran. And if there was a world where Trump and the original members of the JCPOA would have talked about human rights violations and worked to actually replace the current Iranian regime because of those human rights violations, there's a world where that could have been more successful. because Iran per capita executes the most people in the world. Per capita, they are the executioners of the world. Wow. They are second only to China in the terms of just pure numbers.
And think about the difference in population.
Yeah,
China's like
yes. So per capita, Iran leads the pack. So that is a devastating reality that the people of Iran are still stuck with while Trump is out parading, look what we did, we did it.
Right. Page and a half. Yeah, and I think, there's a lot more details coming out, and I know on Friday Tom and I are going to go a little more of a deep dive into this whole like 300 billion or whatever it is. So we're looking forward to really looking into this. So Corinne,
make sure you set aside a good chunk of time to read that page and a half.
Yeah. I think we might read it word for word.
Yeah, we can read it word for word. Still do a whole
It'll take you about 35 seconds. It's got to be in like 18-point font too, because Trump doesn't see so well anymore.
That's true. He's 80. He just turned 80. Well, thank you for your underwear consulting today.
No
we
problem.
Appreciate
That's
that.
what I'm here for.
Thank you for coming in every Tuesday with us too, Corinne. We appreciate it.
I love it.
You help us.
I know our audience looks forward to Tuesdays every week, so we appreciate it.
And I look forward to Friday to your deep dive, because more details are going to keep coming out, and we just kind of have to sift through whatever narrative Trump is trying to tell us, and maybe Vance will just keep telling the truth. Who knows?
It's a head shaker.
So, thanks, Corinne.
See you guys. See you next week.
Take care. See you next week.
Right.
Thanks. That's the Talk with Corinne Straight. Always a great part of our show every week. So let's go ahead and do some ads, and when we come back for the first time in Lockpot history, we're bringing Randy Palmateer.
Hold on to your hats.
The head of the Northwest Indiana Buildings and Construction Trade Council in studio. And you never know what's going to happen when Randy's in studio.
We're going to ask him about this underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Right.
I am.
All right, let's go. Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 40-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Baltensberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
Branding Room Floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. The Branding Room Floor is Northwest Indiana's best full-time, full-service marketing agency, providing data-driven results to help your business grow in a crowded market. From website development, digital advertising, to graphic design and branding, the Branding Room Floor will set your business or organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com today.
Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? If so, give Cantrell and Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with somebody who's in the court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW. That's 219-554-4529. Or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife, Kristen, make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
The Bug Guys Pest Control. Hammond, where the wind off Lake Michigan hits harder than a Bears goal line stand in December, and traffic on the Borman feels like a full-blown blitz. The Bug Guys are your hometown pest defense, knocking out ants like they're clocking in for a long shift at the fire station, kicking roaches off your kitchen counter like they tried cutting through Calumet Avenue at 5 p.m., and sending spiders out of your basement faster than a plow truck on the first big snowfall, because around here, if it crawls, buzzes, or bites, it's playing on the wrong field. And the Bug Guys bring that monster Midway energy straight to your home. Bear down, bugs out. The Bug Guys Pest Control. 219-810-7481.
I'm going to read Prestimer, Kevin.
Please.
Okay. Yeah. For decades, the Ron J. Prestimer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. The Prestimer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. It's almost like Randy thinks
like nobody can hear him.
No one can hear him talking loudly.
He's already insulting the show.
Anyway, the Prestimer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today, just like I did last week, at 219-844-0103, and they are going to take care of you. They're here to protect what matters most to you. Hablamos Español. I think that means a whale's vagina. I'm not sure. But, yeah, give them a call.
We speak Spanish.
Oh, okay.
This Bud's for you. For 150 years,
Wow.
Budweiser has been farmed, brewed, bottled, and enjoyed across America. Thanks to hardworking Americans and the highest quality American farmed ingredients, we're not just made in America, we're made of America. Budweiser is also the official beer of the Chicago Cubs and will be celebrating a 500th season alongside their 150th anniversary. Go Cubs go. Enjoy beers and cheers to 150 years responsibly. Calumet Brewing.
Don't get caught up in the comeback.
What was Randy saying that was so important during the ad reads?
I don't know, man.
I
This is the
don't
first
remember.
time he's ever been on
Yeah,
air.
this is interesting.
This is big.
I'm staring at Kevin Smith. Tom McDermott's next to me, and Vesmar's behind me. This
That's
is
right.
scary.
Look
You
out.
are. You're in trouble.
And the door's closed.
It's not the first time. I've
All
been
right,
on.
let me go ahead and do
Well,
your intro. Okay?
I slept with all three of you in French Lick, so I'm pretty
At
good.
various times.
Slept.
Yes. Well, in the same
No,
room.
it was not.
In the same
Our
room.
guest today is Randy Palmateer.
Randy was on the floor, but I mean,
Randy is the head of the Northwest Indiana Buildings and Construction Trade Council. Randy is a proud union electrician by trade who has spent decades advocating for working men and women across Northwest Indiana. After coming through the IBEW Local 697 apprenticeship program and working as a journeyman wireman, he rose through the ranks of organized labor and has led the Building Trades Council since 2009. Over the years, Randy has become one of the most influential voices for labor and economic development in our region. He has served on numerous boards and commissions, including the Regional Development Authority, helping guide major projects that are transforming Northwest Indiana. Whether it's infrastructure, transportation, industrial development, or workforce training, Randy has been involved in many of the conversations shaping our future. He's also a devoted family man and community leader and a friend and ally of mine for nearly 20 years. There are few people who understand the intersection of labor, politics, and economic development better than Randy Palmateer. Welcome to Lockpod, Randy.
Thanks for having me. Why is that? Why did I stare at that?
We wanted to see what you thought about these new underwear.
I-
This is something that's this came across my feed, by the way.
of course. It
So
did.
and I'm always looking for new trends in underwear.
I can't.
It's a G-string, and it goes up your ass, and then it
I
cradles
listen-
the ball and shaft.
I listened
so.
to your show
Excuse
on
me?
Friday.
Yeah, that was the one.
You heard all about it then.
A little bit. I didn't
What do
know,
you- do
I
you
didn't
wear
know it was
those?
gonna. Yeah, I can't. Say
If
that
you
I
wore
do.
those to the union site, what would the guys say?
Probably get my fucking ass. beat.
He bends over. He's got like the thong showing.
No lines, guys. Look.
See, this is already a horrible fucking idea for me to come on here.
Welcome to
No,
the
it's
show.
not. This is great.
I love the
Welcome.
little orange,
it's-
kerchief you've got in
Yeah,
your pocket.
Chicago,
It's very.
yeah, Chicago Bears.
You're all Bears colors today.
By the way,
Absolutely.
how was that intro? It was nice, right?
was
Yeah,
it accurate?
I'm wondering where you got it from.
We made it. I know you, man.
I was gonna say I didn't write it. I didn't send
That's
nothing
good,
in.
right?
That was great.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
I'll
you
send
should
it to
you
you.
should keep that.
I'll send it
use
to you.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will for my
Yeah.
next
It
bio.
it really-
for the next board I go on.
Thanks
Gives you
for
big respect.
thanks for coming to the show.
Gotta say I'm pretty nervous. I text
Oh.
Tom about 30 times.
He did.
Oh,
He
this is
texted me more
great.
than any guest. He's like, "You're not going to talk about this,
Well,
right?
we went over
You're
a
not gonna
list
talk
of
about
things
this,
we
right?"
cannot talk about.
It's
so we're
longer
gonna-
than the shit we can. I think we're pretty much done already. It's like it's nice to have you here. Like we can't. Randy took all the fun shit out.
What?
Like I don't even know what to say.
I'm
you know what I'm staring
speechless.
at? You know what I'm staring at? Your cuff, which is monogrammed with the word Randy on it.
Well, everybody.
That's pretty fancy.
Everybody has initials. I wanted to be different.
Of
as
course you did.
As always.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah.
How's
That's
everything?
cute. Is that?
By the way, so Randy, we went to the 2008 DNC convention
Yes, we
together.
did.
Yes.
Hold
That's
it, no,
right.
that
No,
was Denver.
Charlotte,
No, it was
12.
2012. And it was Randy, Kevin, and I took one of my favorite pictures ever. And I should have pulled it up. I didn't even think about it.
We've got some good
Yeah,
ones
we're
from
holding
Charlotte.
the Indiana.
Indiana.
Yes.
And then
Oh,
Dave
that's such a great
Uran's
picture.
in that picture.
Yeah.
It's back when Dave was first getting in office, and I was first in office, and you were first taking over, and Kevin was a young guy, and we were all like so
I
proud.
forgot all about that.
I did
till
too.
just now.
Yeah, I've been.
Fun memories.
Yeah, Randy. Like when I first ran for chairman, which was in 2009, Randy was a big part of that.
I mean, Randy,
Helping-
that kind of just tells. I mean, just by even thinking about 2012, it just goes to show how long you've been involved in the union as a leader, as well as just like Northwest Indiana politics and things like that. I mean, tell us a little bit about like when you went from lineman and electrician
Well,
to.
no, not lineman.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, inside wireman.
inside
journeyman,
wireman. Sorry, I don't want to insult the lineman.
Whoa, he was.
No,
upset
so I
about
graduated from Maryville High School in 1997.
Here we go.
Yep, 18 years old, and I was accepted into the apprenticeship program at the IBW 697 when it used to be in Hammond. On,
Yes, 160
Kennedy Avenue.
65th.
And after that, I became business agent in 2006, and then I ran for this spot in 2009. So technically, I got this job when I was 29 years old.
That was Randy. Like I remember I was super protective of you, and I was like, "How is this young guy?" Because the guy you took over for
Jim Strayer, who was a good business manager.
Yeah.
He started in '95, and
but he was like 70, and you come rolling in, or 65, let's call it.
yeah. He was in
And you
his
come
60s.
rolling in at 29 years old, taking
Yep.
over his spot.
And then January 9th, I turned 30. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
30. Okay.
Had
I was 34 when I took over as mayor, and I realized how young that was. Now that I'm 57, right? But when you took over, you were 29
years old.
slash
In
30.
a leadership position.
But
Yes.
and not just a leadership. This is like very, very high up leadership position you hold, and it's very important. And Randy is a lot more mature than he was at 30, right? You were freaking like barely like. I was like, "You're gonna go down, dude. You got to stop this, right?" You were back then. I mean, you really
That was on the
honestly-
list of things not to talk about.
No, it wasn't. No, Randy. What I'm saying is this.
Yep.
You like completely reformed yourself. You really have.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah,
were
well,
like you were like a
got
different
married
person.
and had 2 kids. That happens.
You were like a different person.
Which back then, I don't think any of us would have said.
Am I
like,
supposed to be looking over here?
Wait, I found that picture, John, from 2012. If you can pull that
This
one
one?
It's in the note.
I
It's
just
in the
sent that
note.
one to. I sent that.
Oh,
love
there's
that
me and
picture.
my wife.
That was Dave Urance.
Oh, jeez, I
That's at
forgot.
French
No,
Lick.
Let me
Right.
pull these up, Kevin. I don't have.
It should
the
be in the
note
bottom
on my
of the
screen.
note.
Just be
Okay.
careful which ones pop up.
That's
No,
you and me,
there's
Randy,
nothing
over there. God, we
embarrassing.
look young, don't we? Whoa.
Wow,
Actually, you look younger now than you do in that picture.
I appreciate it.
this was quite a trip.
That was the French Lick trip. There's
Every-
Randy
yeah,
next to
every-
Randy in
Never
his
forget
dead
that
shirt
one.
next to Elvis Tom, who hadn't arrived yet.
Yeah.
That was a great trip.
Yeah, where were you at?
He wasn't there yet.
I don't remember. Or
was
I
a
was
good
probably in
weekend.
there. You know what? I'm telling you right now. I was in there checking you guys in, and it took forever, if you remember correctly.
That was
'cause there
party
like-
on the
We
rooftop.
got like 12 rooms each time we went there like that.
Yeah.
The party that got
No.
shut down.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Man,
did
remember
actually.
that? We
I
did
remember that.
We did a
Yeah.
party at French Lick. I was supposed to put on a party at French Lick. We were hired basically to put on the party, and it was so successful we almost got kicked out of the hotel.
Yeah.
It was
One
like
way to describe
Well, there-
it.
yeah.
Successful.
it was very successful. The
I
high
did
schoolers
get kicked
across
out.
the
I
street.
did get kicked out of the hotel at one point. Tom had to get me back.
Which
in,
year?
so-
Which year was that?
That was the Joe Downley year.
Yeah, well, I mean, which
Yeah.
year?
I
Joe
don't-
Donovan is,
I
he
don't
was in there for
remember.
8 years,
Yeah,
12
yeah.
years.
We
so-
went down every year. So,
Yeah.
So
I can't go this year. It stinks
I've been down since I don't know. It's been probably 3 years.
for IDEA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go down. Well, I went down with you. Well, I went with Mary Rand, and then I ended up going with you.
We
Randy-
have it. Here it is.
Oh, here it is. Here's the
That's
clip.
the one. Who
That's
gave?
it.
That's
How'd
the
you get that?
picture.
I got it. I
Did
pulled
you?
it
I
up.
love that picture.
Holy
Thanks
That,
for the airdrop.
that's one of my favorite pictures, man. Honestly, that's
Yeah.
and then Jeff
Wow.
Benson in there with us, Jeff Councilman and Burn Charber.
Yeah, Jesus. Man,
So
look how
that's-
much lighter I am. 20
Look at
pounds
all of
lighter.
us. Yeah. Look at all of us. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That was honestly, John. I was probably one term in my second term at that point.
Wow.
No, almost third term. Yeah, actually. That
Man,
was,
Randy.
That was when Randy was pretty early in the day. That was when Dave was pretty. Look at us.
You were good looking.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still.
He is good
you know.
looking, dude.
Were
Fix my. Here we go.
Yeah.
I don't wear the tie anymore, but
Look at that. Looks good. That's from 2012. Well,
I would
Randy,
like a copy of that picture. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I'll text it to you. Hey, Randy, just like kind of, I wanted to ask you a couple questions just because about unions. Like, do you consider, like, looking back, right? You've been, you said since you were 30, right?
So,
That
well,
you
I
were-
got in the building trades when
At 30.
I was 30. But before that, I started when I was 18.
And
And
when
I'm 47 now.
So from building trades at age 30 to 47, do you still consider union labor and the men and women that are unionized to be a strong component of our economy?
Absolutely.
And why?
So we do the most industrial man hours in Northwest Indiana in the country. And our guys, I always say, can build anything from a birdhouse to an oil refinery. I mean, we have steel mills, we have an oil refinery, we have the casinos, we have a wide array of work.
Data centers.
Yeah, yours was the first one, actually, that we did on our project labor agreement, but we have a wide array of work that we can work on. So if any of our guys go, if work gets slow here and they go anywhere in the country, they're excited to have us because we're
you're
known.
doing.
Northwest Indiana workforce is known all over the country, is the best workforce in the country.
So how do you match that with a state that's a right-to-work state? Like, that was a big change. It was a sea change, right, for unions, or it was supposed to be
It was
a big
supposed to
deal.
be
So how do you deal with that in a right-to-work state?
Well, the sky was falling. Indiana's a right-to-work state. That was not really directed at the building trades because we are, my guys can have five W-2s in 1 year. They hop around.
Sure.
We had, I think, one case in the history of the building trade since right to work was passed where it actually somebody challenged it. Other than that, we have not had a problem.
So what's the value of the right to work law then? Is it more like
it's more
symbolic?
for the state? Yeah, it's symbolic. It's an erosion effect. It beats you down.
Yeah, so like it's part of what we're doing with Illinois.
Yeah, it's
like
a mind game.
We're a right to work state, but in reality, when they get there, they're going to do union work, or else they're in big. Like, look at what's going on in Michigan City right now. They have a big data center going on with a non-union, and it's constantly being picketed by Local 150, right?
Correct.
So, like, you have the right to come here and not use union labor, but you'll get picketed and basically shunned until you do it,
And then
right?
they repealed common wage. That was another.
Well, prevailing wage. Was that same as prevailing wage?
No, prevailing wage is federal. Common wage was the state of Indiana wage that we would set, and that was a direct attack at the building trades.
And okay, so now that
But we overcome.
how did you overcome?
We just relationships. People like Mayor Tom McDermott that pass ordinances, that project labor agreement ordinances, responsible bidding ordinances. If you guys are going to take any incentives, you have to work with the local building trades. So thanks to people like Tom, Mayor Tom, that's why we kept our stronghold and our membership did not go down or decline in Northwest Indiana when
people were worried about it.
Is that consistent across the state, Randy? So, like in the redder parts of the state?
No, Northwest Indiana is pretty much a union area, and I will give a little kudos and credit to the city of Chicago. I mean, being this close to the city of Chicago does help out. I mean, it's not
big time.
Yeah.
I mean,
as far as what?
Should I turn this way when I'm talking?
Either way, you look right at me.
You could
stare right in my eyes.
Yeah. You're screwing up my train of thought.
Sorry, Randy.
I'm going to get a mulligan and come back. I might be here Friday.
No,
okay,
you should be back.
You're always
you
welcome.
You should be back a lot.
Yeah,
today's Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm just getting you.
You were out
late last night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm really thinking about is Vesmar to my right.
You guys roomed a lot of times.
A
together.
lot of times. He was actually my best roommate. Not to get off the union subject.
It's all right, man. We can talk about whatever you want.
Can we talk about some of those stories?
Yeah, let's talk about them, John.
No, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Trying to think of one we can tell.
Was John in his nude sleep stage at that point? Or?
Was he in his seamless underwear?
No, I don't think. No, I
don't remember.
I always played a joke. I always played a joke on Vez by putting you and him together because Randy was a freak back then. Randy was usually a hot mess. That was bad. That was a long time ago.
You had to draw a short straw. You got me.
Whoever got Randy was fucked with us. They were like, "Oh no, I got Randy this year."
You're like, "What? I got Randy."
Vesmar was awesome.
You were
he
honestly
was the best roommate.
I love put up with you.
You know, Randy, I love you. You know that, and Randy, I know. But like those, like, and I love the new Randy, the dad, the husband. You're just great. You're not drinking. That's
Boy Scouts,
awesome.
Cub Scouts.
Right. By the way, goes to church every Sunday.
Mass,
love this guy.
Mass.
Love this guy.
Do you really?
You're sweet. Thank you. I love it.
Oh, I've
I'm
got
gonna
one of
put it in
those.
my car.
I've got one of those at my house.
I'm gonna
on
put
the
this in my
bulletin
car.
board.
Thank you. I have a whole bunch of.
Should you bring one for me, Randy?
Yeah, Randy.
Thanks,
Did
Randy.
you bring one for John?
I'm putting that up right here.
And I keep my rosary with me at all
We got the
times.
Pope card.
Wow.
We got to put the Pope card in the studio. That's good.
Better Catholic than Kevin. Thank you.
Randy was studying to be a deacon. Are you still studying, or did you fail?
No.
They kicked him out.
They failed out.
Yeah, that was.
They thought better of that.
Failed out of deacon school.
That was
Latvian
short-lived.
Orthodox.
Dude, I'm putting that in your intro next time. Failed out of deacon school.
No, let's
Just
many-
the fact you went to deacon school is huge, dude.
Wait,
Who
are you
cares
being
if you
serious?
failed
I didn't
out?
make it in the door. No, I looked at the requirements. I met like 1 out of 30. It was horrible.
All right.
I still
In
go to
time.
St. Marie Goretti. I still go to church. We got Father Leo and Dyer.
Yeah.
The
Because,
funny thing is, when Randy was out of control, okay,
That's great.
I would always point out to people. I said, "When?"
I wasn't the only one out of control.
No,
I think the whole
but
group
like,
was out of control.
so Randy would be, and then people would be like, "God damn, man, Randy's out of control." And I'm like, Randy's a really good guy, dude. And they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "He takes his parents to church every Sunday."
is that the litmus test?
Yes.
You get. Oh,
I think do you take your parents to church
I
every
do
Sunday?
not.
I agree.
Yes.
So I'm not going to say that about you.
and my
right?
grandmother. I started with
Now
my
that's-
grandmother,
that-
a Holy
that's big.
Family in Gary,
Yes,
Indiana.
dude.
counts.
Every Sunday. Oh, it's the church.
right.
And like even during
you
the
gotta
crazy
pass.
days. And now Randy's like calm family man, right? But during the crazy and he still does it, by the way, and I know you
You
recently
get a hall pass from Mayor Tom.
Yeah, I get up.
Randy, honestly, you're one of my favorite people in
Still
government.
shocked I'm sitting here. So let that.
I can't believe it
settle in.
took 500 fucking episodes, bro. Like we're in season 18.
I was advised not to come on by my lawyer, counsel.
I think a lot of people have advised people not to come on.
That should be the title of the show.
I got 20 fucking text messages last night. Don't screw up. Don't say.
Well, okay, so let me get back.
I was advised not to come on with Randy Palmateer.
Yes,
I want to ask you this question.
Literally, by legal counsel.
That is
This has been a question that I really do want to ask you because I do want to hear your response.
Strachey loves our show, damn it.
Well,
so
he was one of 5 lawyers that told me not to come on.
He needs a sponsor. The
Kick
show.
rocks, Strachey.
That's right.
I heard that episode. So I studied up on the episodes. I started listening to them.
Thank you.
So I listen to your podcast regularly now.
Thank you.
brother.
We appreciate that. So here's my question. Like back when we were going to Charlotte and everything, Randy Palmateer, you've always, in my mind, you're a Democrat. Grew up in Maryville, Democratic Party.
Yes.
Parents are
you've had to kind of like over the last, call it maybe 10 years, 12 years, kind of walk a little bit of a tightrope as, in my opinion, union voting has shifted from pretty much a very solid Democratic bloc to more of a 50-50, or some would say even
swing votes,
swinging over to the Republican Party. How have you managed? Because to me, I think like union leadership is still pretty solid Democrat for the most part. Some not, right?
The building trades is different though from the other.
Sure. So how do you
unions.
manage the fact that like you've got your rank and file members that are not exactly as stalwart Ds as they used to be 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago when my grandfather was in the Teamsters Union? That was it, right? To now, how do you manage that?
So I don't look at the parties anymore. I basically, if the elected official or whoever's running for office, the first thing I do is sit down with them, I meet with them, and I ask where they're at on labor. And some of the Federation of Labor Unions get mad at me because, when they sign my check, I'll care about what their opinions are, what they think. I work for the building trades. I work for the pipe fitters, the electricians, the iron workers, etc. We got 33 affiliates, 14 trades, 4 counties. So I ask them straight out, like, where you at on like right to work, common construction wage, project labor agreements, responsible bidding ordinances. If they don't support them, or they sign that national right to work group sends them a survey. If they fill that out, and then I move on, Democrat or Republican.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as they support labor, they support the guys that get up every morning and the gals that put on work boots and pack a lunch and get up for the crack of dawn and drive into the refinery, or they go to the steel mill, or they go into a commercial job. We support them as a building trades council.
And when Randy is basically an elected official for those unions,
yeah,
and he has to, just like I have to morph as Hammond's mayor, I have to represent my city. Like you pointed out, Kevin, Randy's had to morph, so to speak, to be who he is now. And I think Randy is well respected on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
Because like he said,
well, that's what I meant when I said
he wants to know where you stand on labor.
Yeah, and that's why when I describe it, it's kind of like walking a little bit of a tightrope. I don't want to make it sound like it's a threat. It's just that you've had to really maneuver and navigate that.
Absolutely, but
as the unions have
the
changed.
state we live in is predominantly Republican.
So
you got to work
different
with
parts
them.
of the state.
Well, you have
most parts of the state.
Well, the ones that make the laws.
You
got to work with them.
And I think you've done a good job working with them.
Yeah, absolutely. My father-in-law at Soliday, he's a pro-labor Republican.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you have a block of
Dan Dernalk is a pro-labor Republican.
You have a block of pro-labor Republicans.
Absolutely.
I mean, most of the Republicans,
most of the Northwest Indiana Republicans are pro-labor from
the chairman down, right?
Correct.
Right.
So
Chairman Niemeyer, pro-union.
Randy is absolutely. Right. And we made some inroads there over the years, but it took a while, because their parts of their party were telling them why you siding up with the unions, and then so they had to hear it from their constituents, and I don't know, a lot of my guys like to hunt, fish, and drive trucks, and they just want to go to work, make I don't even call it a living wage anymore. I call it a family wage.
Yeah.
So
well, they make good money, and that's a testament.
Oh yeah,
to
when the guys
that you've done
are making over $100,000 a year, they're going to go buy a truck. They're going to go buy a house. They're going to go out to dinner in Hammond. They're going to go to hopefully the Bears game.
Let me. The other question I had for you, and I know we're getting kind of late here, so I did want to get this out though. I want to ask you if you were advising a young man or woman who wants to get involved in the union, what's the best way to do that? If I want to be an electrician, I want to be a roofer, I want to be a painter, I want to be a iron worker.
And there's been a shift nationally, locally for vocational training.
Big time.
Yeah, so they should start earlier in school. The Construction Advancement Foundation, Dewey Pyramid's Group, and our Building Trades Council have teamed up, and we have a trades day in Porter County and Lake County. We work with the local school systems to get the kids to the trades dates, usually at the Lake County Fairgrounds, in the Porter County Fairgrounds, and we have a couple dates that we set up, and we bust the kids in there, and we show them what it's like to, walk on an I-beam or screw drywall up or do whatever they're interested in. They move them around throughout the stations, and all the trades that I represent have a setup there. So that's the best way. And, I mean, they're all tech savvy. They can get on the internet and look up boilermakers, look up pipe fitters.
But there are opportunities for young people.
Absolutely. In fact, we're going to need, with the projects we have coming up, we're going to need the help. We're going to need we upticked our apprenticeship program when we thought the hydrogen hub was coming, but now with the data centers, the convention center, the Chicago Bears, hopefully, we're gonna need the help.
You're hearing good things. I know Randy was one of the people I was talking to constantly and during the Bears saga that we're still experiencing, and he's still hearing good things.
100%. I'm with Vesmar. I listened to the show the other day. I'm not an 80-20. I'm 100%. I'm all in. I stay positive.
I love it. Oh, I'm positive.
Well, there was some people out there that kept shitting on it.
They still are.
They still are,
pissing me off. We know who they are.
You know what, though?
We know the two people.
We're not taking the victory
you
lap
know what?
yet.
There's some people, honestly, there's some people with this that just want to be right.
Correct.
You want to be right more than you're rooting for your area. It's like, why
So
can't
it's
we
easy
just
to say it's not
he's like,
coming.
So when they're done, they're like, I told you it wasn't coming. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're such a fucking genius, Like, thank you.
Thanks for the support.
Hey, I knew it wasn't coming the whole time. Oh, fucking great. You're a fucking genius, man. I didn't even realize.
Be negative, right?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
going to work out. But
But
let's be honest, a lot of it's jealousy. They don't want to see
That's a good
Tom
point.
McDermott or Hammond or the building trades get the guy, get
Or
the
Indiana,
fucking,
for that
or in
matter, right?
Indiana get the stadium.
I agree with you, bro. I agree.
I think there's a lot more jealousy involved than anything.
Hey, bro.
And for the Porter County politicians, I'll say this, that don't want to vote on this and they don't want to pay the food and beverage, they don't want to vote on the board is fucking ridiculous.
No.
You know what, Randy? If that happens, let's say that Porter County doesn't pass the tax they're being urged to pass by the Indiana General Assembly, by the governor. If they don't pass it, they may think they won, but they did not. Because that's one thing I've learned in 25 years of being an elected official. If you don't do what the state asks you, they will get it. They'll get a pound of flesh out of you. And they'll do it their way.
But for them to say they're not going to gain anything from it is
stupid.
crazy
That's
and
stupid.
ludicrous. It's
So who's leading that
thinking.
charge over there, in your opinion? You're allowed to say. I don't want to get you in
No,
trouble.
I mean, there's a couple. We all know.
I know.
On Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, so I know who's doing it, who's
Smart.
saying it. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, the ancillary development, the stadium development, are you trying to tell me that nobody from Porter County is going to – so should I put my project labor agreement
There's
that
gonna
we
be no kids
negotiate?
from-
There's going to be no Porter County residents allowed on the job to work on it.
There's going to be no kids from Portage that go to work for the –
And then once it opens, nobody's going to go there and work either from Porter County.
Like the Chicago Bears are never going to hire a kid from Portage.
No,
Come
we
on,
can't.
get your head out of your butt.
No, they're Valpo, Portage. You guys are
Well, that's why I think Mayor Casas, when he spoke down
Yes.
at the State House, did such a good job.
I know.
Andy Vasquez.
He sees
There
the
was-
whole.
I
Yeah,
know,
there you go.
but
Andy Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Redstone. There was a lot of there's people that support it, but for them to get on social media and just to be against something is just driving me fucking nuts. The data center craziness and
Data center crazy.
But I will say
Out
the
of
building
control.
trade supports data centers, but we do support the location. It's got to be in a good location.
Yes.
You can't drop one in the middle of a fucking neighborhood and expect people to be, oh hey, this is great. you
Right.
know?
I agree with you, bro.
But they also have to educate themselves on the
I agree with you, Andy.
the cooling.
Preach.
The
Yeah, I
closed
think
loop
the
systems.
education-
It's not.
yeah.
I don't mean
Preach.
Yeah, so,
No, I love
No,
it,
it's
man.
good stuff.
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean-
think it goes to show people out there that and we like to joke with Randy, but the fact is that Randy is very well educated on the topics that affect his unions, and I think that's
Absolutely.
something that people appreciate what you do, Randy, because as a leader and as the mayor pointed out, basically an elected official for the unions, you're out there, and I know you're always pushing the issues and always pushing the issues that are important to unions.
Yeah, and I'll say it. I mean, without Todd Houston, Governor Braun,
Facts.
Pro Tem Rod Bray, we wouldn't have the Bears right now.
Senator Mishler also.
But Mishler, we all work together.
And by the way, the next phase is going to be Senator Banks, Senator Young, Congressman Mervan. They need to step up for us in this next phase, and I know that they will. I'm not trying to put them on the spot by saying that. I know they all three of them support it.
they're
It's
already on
important.
board.
Like this effort, this bipartisan effort that's marching forward.
It's working though.
But the Bears are totally impressed by it.
Well, it goes to show you
Yeah.
that Indiana, when it gets down to it, if they know it's good for a city, a state, the state, everyone's on board, and that's what's impressed me the most.
Me too, man.
You know?
Well,
unusual.
if Northwest Indiana's doing good, the whole state's doing good.
And we've
We
heard
all
that
know
from governors.
We have been
for
saying
the
that
last,
for a long time.
30 years.
We
right?
are the economic engine for the state.
I have to say, man, Governor Braun has stepped up big time for Hammond, and like I appreciate it. Like I've never seen a governor do what Governor Braun's doing for Hammond. I've never seen it. In my
And we
career.
endorsed him out of the gate, and that pissed off a lot of people. Mike Braun, we endorsed him.
I know you did.
And actually, Todd Young, I mean, with the SHIPS Act, we can talk about that even if you want. That's a whole other show about trying to bring shipbuilding back to
Dude, that'd be
being
awesome.
Yeah,
That'd be
we're
awesome.
looking at the
Those
ports
are-
now. And,
Wouldn't that be something?
That would
Yeah.
be awesome.
we don't build ships here. It's crazy.
We know
Dude, that's
that.
insane.
Yep.
That's insane.
That's a ton of work for the trades.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's a great job.
Longshoremen, I mean, everybody gets a piece of that.
That'd be great, man. Good. That's a good
There's
goal
good
to
things
have.
going. Well, Randy, thanks a lot for coming in.
This wasn't so scary, right?
I just chilled out and settled down, so
Good.
I'll have to come
Well, then,
back and
good. We'll come back next time and we'll start having more
Absolutely.
fun. We'll like
I was-
start talking about old times.
yeah, we'll do one show for that.
Yeah.
We'll let Vesmar kick it off.
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything.
He's been very careful.
I've just been wondering, now that the interview's over, was that mic in a good spot for you? Because you've been hunched over like the whole show. Like
I know.
You could move it.
I
You
know.
know? You could lift
this.
it up.
There you go.
Next time you come in.
There you go.
Like this.
There you go. Right on your chin.
I like watching you hunch over.
I don't like stiff thing. That just I feel stiff. You know?
Yeah. So we appreciate you, brother.
Listen up.
And hey, by the way, do you like the band Rush?
Yeah, moving pictures. My
Put it on
favorite
your
album.
calendar.
My
Put it on your calendar.
favorite
I'll,
We're
album.
I'll
going.
talk to you. You're going.
Actually, on the way here, I had a playlist. I had Godsmack, Mudvayne,
Look at you.
Little Grateful Dead.
Wow.
Nice.
Randy's one of my concert buddies.
Yeah.
all of
Yeah,
our- we had some
we were-
funny stories.
We were in Vegas. We
Yeah.
were just walking down the street, and we look up, and Nine Inch Nails was playing at the Hard Rock, and
Yeah.
there was tickets available. We walked in, and just bought them right at the ticket counter. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Look at you
Just
guys.
being
We
there.
got that was a good time. That was a great show.
Yeah, we'll leave
Randy
it-
in Vegas is definitely a good time.
Yeah.
it was fun.
I've been to Vegas a few times with Randy. Love this guy. I'm so happy you're on the show.
Thanks
The
for coming,
first one was
Randy.
nice and
having
easy.
me.
Thanks,
Yeah,
brother. It's good to see you.
thanks for
Awesome.
having me.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Vez. Another successful show. Corinne Straight, awesome job. Randy Palmateer, great guest. Kevin, thank you very much for all the help and coming to you live from Lockpod Studio. Season 18, episode 14 is in the books. And
Can we
got
take the picture off of here, please?
No.
I
Taking
got
it home with
you,
you.
Randy, for appearing on today's show. I got you a complimentary pair of G-string underwear. They're size medium. I hope they fit, but it doesn't matter. So anyway,
Well, if I look like that, I might wear them. Yeah, I don't look like that.
thanks for coming on,
in, man.
man. Appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
man. Thanks to our audience for listening. We gave you a long one this week. Last week we gave you a short one. So
Well,
Yeah.
real quick, on behalf of the working men and women of the building trades, we want to thank you for everything you do for us.
thanks,
So I'll
brother.
end with that.
Appreciate you. That's Randy Palmateer. Everybody, come back on Friday for another high quality episode.
Absolutely.
We'll be back on Friday. Take care, everybody. Love you all. Lockpod's out. Season 18, episode 14 is in the books. Take care.